Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Technopark Toastmasters meeting number 60. So it is going to be another variety meeting for us today. But before that, I would like to, invite the guest to unmute and come on video and maybe introduce yourself in 30 seconds or 1 minute. Can you just please do that?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jisha Benu. I was part of Toastmasters, a few years back, and this is like after a span of time that I've come back to Toastmasters now. I'm currently based in Pune, and however, I'll be, moving in soon to Trivandrum, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all personally.
Hello, welcome. Jisha has already joined Toastmasters. Yeah. So, Ashwari.
Hi, I'm Ashwati, currently working as an Associate Project Manager in PIT Solutions. Actually, I joined the Toastmaster in this batch. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, welcome, Ashwati.
Yeah, thank you.
Lex.
Yeah, good morning, all. My name is Alex Matthew, and I'm working at Experience Technologies at Tejas Building. And I came to know about this customer stage through Arathi.
Okay, welcome, Alex. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Agnes.
Yeah, hello. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Agnes D. Acharian. I am working in Infosys right now, based in Trivandrum. Yeah, good to meet everyone.
Okay, welcome, Agnes. Bashir.
Hi, myself, Mohammed Bashir. I'm working with the Gemini softwares. So I'm into Toastmaster. I came to know through Arathi. Nothing much.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thomas.
Hello, my name is Thomas K. Varghese. I work at EY GDS as a developer. My friend Ashik told me about this. That's how I got to know about this.
Okay, great. Vignesh. Hello, Vignesh, you're on mute. You please unmute and tell me about yourself. Okay, I think we will come back towards the end. So this is one variety meeting. This is not the typical meeting that we are going to have today. But the interesting part about this meeting is actually it is going to be an opportunity for everyone to try your hands at impromptu speaking. The one thing that I was thinking actually, what I would be talking about during the presidential address, I was thinking then, I think a couple of weeks back, I attended a session about Agile, again, work leaders. So there was a concept in Agile called empiricism. I haven't thought about it for a lot of time, but when I heard it and a trainer was talking about empiricism is all about learning from your experiences, how the team learn from his experiences and take that knowledge and apply it in future work or future sprint cycles. But the interesting thing about it is it's not a concept or principle in Agile. It's actually a philosophical concept. Empiricism. Empiricism is a philosophical concept which basically states that everything is based on experiences. You get better based on your experiences. So if you want to improve your driving, you need to keep on doing that. If you want to improve your public speaking, you have to keep on doing that. So how do you get that experiences? There are situations like if you want to improve your communication, maybe that's not something that you can go and do that. There is a platform. If you have a platform to improve that, and Toastmaster is such a platform. It gives you an opportunity to improve based on your experiences. You always get experience here. And from that experience, you gain knowledge and you develop your skills. I mean, so this is a platform which basically helps you, the whole concept of empiricism that you can get here. So with that thought, I'm not going to, bore you down with the philosophical concept and all those things. Today, we have a really interesting person as topics master, and who is right now working as a cloud architect, AWS cloud architect specifically at Infosys. And she is also a passionate traveler. When I say traveler, it's not like, we all love to travel, but she is exceptionally different. She loves to hike. She loves to visit flower fields and all those things. And today, she is going to Hampi. I think in the evening, she is planning to travel to Hampi. I mean, that's the kind of traveler she is. I am, okay, I forgot that. Okay. Let me invite Toastmaster Rajeswary on the virtual stage. Toastmaster Rajeswary, the stage is here.
Hi everyone, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, President Prakash, for that introduction. It's overwhelming. And it's my pleasure to be the Toastmaster cum Topic Master for meeting number 60. A very warm welcome to fellow Toastmasters and our special guests who managed to join in today for this Tabletopic Marathon session. And it's with a twist. So guests, don't get overwhelmed. I will guide you on what exactly will happen in Tabletopic Marathon. We will have an interesting learning quiz plus tip of the day session post the Tabletopic Marathon. And as our president mentioned, it's a very good opportunity in Toastmasters to learn and be a good speaker. So the listening quiz, which is planned, will have questions from what we discussed today in the meeting itself. So I request everyone to be a very active listener today so that we can catch up with the quiz. And before I reveal what's the twist in table topic marathon is, let me invite the general evaluator to explain the evaluation process and the team who is supporting her. The general evaluator of the day is Toastmaster Kavita. So she hails from Trivandrum. She worked at Technopark around 17 years and left last year. And she is currently on a career break. She is keen on meeting everyone here and is looking forward to learn and contribute to the club. A very warm welcome to Kavita. Over to you, Toastmaster Kavita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeswary. As a general evaluator, it is my responsibility to evaluate all the speakers and give honest and supportive feedback to everyone. Now, to support me in this journey, there is a team. We call it the TAG team. TAG stands for timer, counter, and grammarian. So there is this team that will be supporting me in this task. So let me ask the TAG team members to introduce the role as well as the responsibility. Toastmaster Pribin George is the timer for this meeting. He works at Oracle and he's from Nagarkoil. When he's not at Oracle and not at the Toastmasters, he enjoys cycling and watching movies. So over to the timer for the meeting, Toastmaster Pribin.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Prabin. I'm doing that timer role in this Toastmaster meeting. As timer, I will time all the speakers today, which includes prepared speech, table topic, and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green background, yellow background, and red background colors. For table topic, maximum allocated time 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show that green background. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show that yellow background, and at 2 minutes, I will show that red background. You have that 30 seconds grace period. So that time, until that time, I will show that red background. For prepared speech, we have allocated time 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will show that green background. 5 minutes, I will show that yellow background, and 6 minutes, I will show that red background. And the evaluations, maximum allocated time 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show that green background. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show that yellow background, and 3 minutes, I will show that red background. So end of the meeting, I will share my screen and show that a report who all are taking more than the allocated minutes and who all are take less minimum. I mean that less than that allocated time. So thank you, Toastmasters. Over to you, Kavita. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabin. Our next role player will be, the next role is our counter, and Aarti, Toastmaster Aarti will be our counter. Now talking about Aarti, she works as Vice President at Suntech. She's passionate about yoga, music. And what I came to know from the last meeting is she could take 101 Surya Namaskaram any day morning. So it is, so over to you, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Kavita. I wish I was a VP, but I am an associate VP right now. And in 2 years, probably I can make that come true. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome, dear fellow Toastmasters, guests and new members. Don't get overwhelmed with the lot of roles that we are explaining today. They are just to give you feedback, because feedback helps us to improve and see our blind spots. As an counter, I will be looking at the way each one of us speaks and find out if there are crutch words or repetitive words that we are using. Because speaking is like driving. When you have a lot of bumps and gutters in the road, you are so much distracted. So when a speaker is having a lot of crutch words and repetitive words, it makes the speaker nervous and it makes the audience nervous. So in Toastmasters, we want to make your driving very smooth, not on one day, but it's going to be a long process. But we will tell you what are your favorite crutch words and how many times you are using this. So I'll be taking a note of your ahs, pauses, breaks, etc. And we'll be coming back with the report at the end of the session. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Aarti. Next, the third role player from the tag team is the grammarian. Grammarian for this meeting is Toastmaster Dev Balaji. Dev works at TCS Technopark, and he enjoys playing badminton.
Kavita, I'll interrupt. I am the grammarian for the day.
Yes, nice coming.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, so the grammarian for the day is will be Toastmaster Jasna, and she works at Pit Solutions Technopark, and she's an all-rounder from what I've heard. She is good at arts, crafts, sports. She reads, she travels. Okay, so that is Toastmaster Jasna. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Kavita, for that introduction. And I'm happy that you switched from one person to the other and you were still able to introduce me. So that's just great. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and everyone who's joined us today, I'll be your grammarian for the day, taking Prakash's theme of driving through Aarti and continuing it through me. I will also be looking for the gutters that come during the meeting. My main job is to listen very, very carefully and see where there are gaps or grammatical mistakes or issues, as well as the good quotes, usages, and sayings that are mentioned. I will be spotting all these points towards the end in my report, and I will be presenting them. Also, my other job is to introduce you to the word of the day. I'll try to quickly share my screen here. Just give me a second. Is it visible? Yes, okay. So the word of the day is hellacious. I specifically like this word because usually we have words that go towards a positive usage or a negative usage. This is one word that we use in both categories. You can use it in a good way or in a bad way, or also in a generic way to consider something as remarkable or astonishing, and also to stress something more towards the bad side or make it overwhelming. The usage, two examples that I have here, there was this hellacious hailstorm, and they're raising a hellacious amount of money in taxes. I'll stop share now. And every time somebody uses the word of the day, please applaud and give them, make them happy about bringing a word into the equation. Also try to use this as much as possible, because throughout the journey, our process is to try to improve by bringing in new usages and improving our vocabulary. So please try to use it as much as possible. I will also be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Kavita.
Thank you, Jasna. So my life would have been hellacious had it not been the tag team present to help me. Okay, so that is essentially the responsibilities of general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajeswary.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita. Now let's move on to the table topic marathon, which I mentioned have a twist as well. So greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all to the table topics marathon. So table topics is one of the best ways to practice thinking and speaking on our feet, or in other words, the impromptu speaking. We never know when we may be asked a tough question, either by our manager, peers, or at a job interview, right? So it's to our benefit to know how to properly answer the questions, or at least look like we are in control of the situation, even if we don't know the exact answer. So the more we practice, the better we will get, isn't it? So as the timer explained, you will have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes, 30 seconds. A green card will be shown when you complete 1 minute, and yellow will be shown when you complete 1 minute, 30 seconds. And a red will be shown when you complete 2 minutes, and you have time till 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And the red card will be shown until you finish, but you have to finish within 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So hope you understood the rule. And now let me tell you what the twist is. For each topic which I will be presenting here, I will be giving an opportunity to a person to choose to speak, and then the person who is speaking first have an opportunity to call in another person to give an opposite view of what he is presenting. So it's kind of a mini debate. So if, for example, if I am saying something positive about the topic, then I will call in a second person to demonstrate or like share their thoughts on the opposite side, like the negative side of the same topic. So it's a mini debate come table topic. So I think it will be very interesting, and I would request everyone to participate and just tell me who wants to go first. Let me share my screen as well so that you can see my presentation. So meanwhile, you decide who wants to go first, right?
Yeah, I would like to go first.
Yes. Are you able to see my screen, everyone?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So here comes the topic. So as I said, if you're talking anything positive or like supporting the idea, then the person who is next called by you will be opposing the idea which you are presenting, right?
Yeah.
Understood, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So here you go. Men are better cooks. Do you agree? Oh, do you, Ashwini?
Yeah, myself actually. So the topic is men are better cooks. Yes, always. All are better cooks until they try. Okay. And why we call men are better cooks? Because usually women cooks and we are tasting the same taste. But if it is change, everyone likes. That's why men are considered as a better cook. So in my opinion, everyone is a better cook. For more experience, maybe better cooks are, I personally agree, the women are better cooks. And if it comes to industry, something like hotel management, or mostly men prefers that industry. Mostly women won't prefer that industry. That's why we consider as men are better cook. That is all chef are men's. That's why there is a conclusion that men are better cooks. In my personal opinion, always women are the better cooks because they have more experience, daily experience in their daily routines. So always girls are best. I would like to invite
Go ahead.
Jisha Binu.
Nice attempt, Ashwati. We welcome Disha to give it a try.
Yeah, Rajeswary, one request. You can stop presenting so that we can spotlight the speaker. Stop. Yeah, perfect. You're on mute, Jisha.
Sorry. So I'll start again. As per Ashwati's opinion, women are better cook. For me, I think men are better cook because men, though they rarely cook, and once in a while when they come, they cook well. For women, it's like a daily, daily activity that we keep doing in. And, at times the taste and there is a redundancy and, people find that it's the same taste that we are getting in. So when men come into the kitchen, it's a new taste altogether. And their approach is totally different. I mean, they will not go the usual way. They will mix up all the things what they find in the kitchen together, and they try to, come up with something more innovative. Because when you rarely cook, you come up with innovative ideas. So that's a reason I think men are better cooks. And when you compare all the famous industries or all the master chefs that you see, maybe MasterChef Australia, or all the panel members, and everybody is a man there. And it's very rare to see a women cook who's a very famous chef. So I think men are better cook. So this is what is my opinion on the topic.
Thanks, Disha. Very well put across. So in my personal opinion, yes, men are good cooks, and I welcome all men to cook so that we can rest, isn't it? So let's move forward. Let me share my screen again.
Yeah, just Rajeswary, if I can interrupt. There is one thing that I forgot to mention in the very beginning. Rajeswary has covered that, but we have a best listener award based on a quiz which will be conducted based on the top speeches or whatever the speakers are speaking. So please close attention to the speeches.
Yes, everyone, we request active listening so that you can win prizes too. So who wants to go next? Come on, everyone, all are simple topics. And you just have to speak for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I will go next, Rajeswary.
Okay, Vinita. Yes, here you go. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Here comes your topic. Ignorance is bliss, true or false? Over to you, Toastmaster Vinita.
Okay, thank you for the topic. Ignorance is bliss, true or false? I think it is true, because sometimes, like when we know a lot of things, we have a lot of responsibility. For example, if today there is a Toastmaster meeting, and if I didn't know that there was a Toastmaster meeting, then maybe I could just sleep off, and so I don't have to attend it. So then it's not my responsibility. Yeah, later maybe then I will have to bear the consequence, but at least I can calmly sleep, so it will not interrupt my sleep. Or it can. This is just a very simple thing. But if it is something really important, maybe it's the news. That sometimes people always follow the news. And sometimes if suppose somebody doesn't follow the news that much, so you know that what all hellacious things are being shown in the news every day. And that can actually sometimes disturb your sleep, and it can even make you feel scared to go out in the open. So if you do not know these things, you might be ignorant, but you might be in a happy heaven because you do not know any of the atrocities that is happening, and you are really happy, and you can just walk around in a safe place, feeling it is safe, even though it is not actually safe. So in that case also, I think ignorance is bliss. Then there can be small things like where with your co-workers or someone close to you in your family, and like they talk behind your backs. But when you know that they talk behind your backs, then again, you know, how much ever you try to be good, something actually gnaws at you. But if you do not know that, again, if you're ignorant about their intentions, again, you can see that you can actually be really happy and friendly with them and kind with them because you actually think they're really great friends to you. So I think in the cases where there are something negative, and especially in this world when there are a lot of hellacious things which are really negative, in those cases, ignorance is actually bliss, and it will give you a peace of mind. Thank you.
And who would you like to invite to give the counter thought?
I will invite Amrita Krishnan.
Okay. Amrita, please go ahead.
Right.
So the topic is ignorance is bliss. So Vinita said, yes, it is true.
I wanted also to go with true, but okay. Hi, I'm Amrita, and I knew that she would take my name. Okay. So yeah, ignorance is bliss. Actually, I also wanted to go with true, but yeah, I have to take an option as false. So I'll go with false. Yeah, sometimes we think like ignoring some things would not impact us, but sometimes we'll come to know the feedback from someone. Yeah, if someone is asking like you are behaving like this, or you are saying something which is not right, you should, like, for example, like the table topic master, if we are saying something which is irrelevant and someone is guiding us, and if we ignore that, that is not helpful at that time. So this time, table topic masters, everyone is guiding us. So we should take that and we should not ignore that, and we should work on that. So sometimes working on that part is helpful. For example, I took as table topic master. For example, if I'm giving some presentation, and if I get a feedback that it's really good, whatever you said is really good, but if you could have improved somewhat, adding some other important points, it would be helpful for you. So sometimes ignorance is not a bliss also. Thank you.
Very well put across. So yes, sometimes ignorance is bliss and sometimes not. It's our responsibility to identify which we have to ignore and which we have to work upon, right?
Yeah.
And with that, let me invite the next speaker who want to go next. Very simple topics, right? So I will encourage everyone to participate.
Rajeswary, I'll try. Anu here.
Yeah, you're welcome, Anu. So here you go. Yeah. Is it better to be rich with no friends or with many, poor with many friends? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Is it better to be rich with no friends or poor with? Yeah, okay. Yeah, as you said, it's a very simple topic, and I think luckily I took it first, and I have an option to really speak what is coming to my heart. I would say that it is good to be poor with many friends, because friendship means a lot. Okay, you know, without friends you are nowhere actually. So there's no use of having a lot of money, you know, you have a big house, you have a lot of cars and everything, but then you have nobody to open your heart to. So it's really a difficult thing. I can't even think about a situation wherein I don't have any friend at all. Okay, because what happens is anything that happens at my home, and also there are a lot of things that you can disclose only to your friends. You talk very openly to your friends. You get they're very non-judgmental about you. You get very positive feedback about anything that you want to know about. So having friends is really a bliss, and it would be almost hellacious to lead a life without any friends. Okay, so thanks for this. I feel I'm really I took this topic because I could go with this thing that friendship is what I'm mostly caring for. Okay, so it's like I have a lot of friends, and then having I'm talking out of my personal experience that yes, without friends you are nowhere. Okay, so it is really wonderful to have a lot of friends, and even if you don't have money, if you have a lot of friends to speak openly, to discuss your concern, all that, you'll be able to lead a better life. So that is what I think. So anytime, any day, anytime anybody asks me, it is like you should have a lot of friends. Having money doesn't really matter. That is what I'm saying. Okay. Thanks for the topic, Rajeswary. I really enjoyed this. And I'm happy that I took the first chance.
Thank you, Anu. Who do you want to invite to give the counter thought?
I would invite Reena.
Over to you, Reena. Toastmaster Reena.
Thank you, Anu. This is indeed a very hellacious topic. Any day, I would love to be rich. I believe being rich gives you the opportunity to have a very self-sufficient life, where you have a great place to live in, you have money to buy anything that you want, and there is no need to have friends because you would have you have social media. If you want to share something, or if you want to get input about something, I would go to my Facebook friends. I mean, they are friends. You would know that in Facebook you have zillions of people who are your friends, but they're not really friends. So I'm very content to have lots of money, and if I need to share something, I could just pick up one social media person who is a friend and tell them what I want. And also it gives you the opportunity to travel, live in stay in great hotels, explore your hobbies, and also if push comes to shove and you feel lonely, you can pay for a friend. So any day I would go for money, being rich with no friends, rather than be poor and have zillions of friends. Thank you.
Very well put across, Reena. I thoroughly enjoyed the way you were presenting. And yeah, somewhere I also heard like money can't buy happiness, but it can buy chocolates, which is very close. Yeah. So next one is a very interesting topic. Who wants to go next? Very easy topics, right? Share my screen. Yes, come on. So shall I call names then?
Any
Agnes,
guest would like to go, like Thomas?
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, Thomas. So here comes your easy topic. Should humans eat to live or live to eat?
All right.
Should humans eat to live or eat to live? Over to you, Toastmaster. Thoughts?
I would suggest, both states are contradicting each other, but that depends. I am a foodie, but I should say that humans should eat to live, because if you live to eat, your obesity or your fat growth around your waist, it goes up, and as your life progresses, there will be a lot of health issues. Like you would have, I am also facing some of them. If you like, for example, a person who sits and works would have acid refluxes and all sorts of problems associated with it. This kinds of like drags us in our work, in our personal life, in our every actions that's associated with our life. Because first things first, I would say a healthy body will keep the mind fit, because that's the first code I follow. I try to exercise and I try to eat as minimal as possible, because there are certain things when I tried both ways, and I would suggest the latter would be the ones that I support would be preferred, because this kinds of helps us improve in our work, like our concentration, even if all sorts of things will be at our peak level when we don't, like we are not focused in eating, in living to eat. So that's what I would just suggest.
Thanks. Very well put across, Thomas. Very good attempt. So who would you like to invite to give the counter thought?
Alex?
Yeah, Alex, please go ahead.
I was just thinking about that opportunity. Okay.
Thank you.
What a coincidence. Yeah. Thank you, Thomas. Okay. So I think I have to say, like, I have to live to eat, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So, okay, let me try that out. First of all, that statement is like live to eat. So we have to live for enjoying all these kind of foodies. So anyway, I'm a foodie, but it does not mean that I'm not enjoying or I'm not maintaining my body or my diets or like that. So you can keep a healthy mind and body while having or enjoying all the foods you want, but keep that in a balanced way. So first of all, there is a misconception that if you are a foodie, you are eating something unnecessarily and without having much knowledge about what you are eating. So first of all, you must just about, you must understand about the foods and its kind of, what kind of nutrition it is having. So for example, if I'm having chicken paratha, what are the contents available? And if I am having some seafoods, what should be the counter diet which I have to take? So anyway, you have to enjoy the seafoods, but on the other side, you have to take some countermeasures to mitigate that nutrition level. So in that way, you can have all the kind of foods and you can enjoy and you can live to eat. That's all I think I have to say.
Nice, Alex. Yeah, nice, Alex.
And thanks for having me this opportunity. This is my first speech in this platform.
Yeah,
thank you.
Not the last, many more to go, Alex.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, personally, this is a big dilemma in my life, like live to eat or eat to live. So I'm a big time foodie and I love trying out new dishes and making them too. But I just exercise and work out and do all the stuff just to eat so that I can eat further.
Having just a point that I always, walk like 6 or 7 kilometers a day and eat almost all things. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
So, see, all are nice, simple topics. So, who want to go next?
Rajeswary, I'll go. Amrita, yes.
Sorry, who is that? Amrita?
Oh, yeah, Amrita. Rajeswary.
Yeah, okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Here you go. So work from office or work from home? What is the best option and why? Over to you, Toastmaster Amrita.
Thank you, Rajeswary. So I'll go with work from office because work from home, we are alone. We have no one to talk related to work. Yeah. So work from office, we have time for having breakfast, lunch with our team members, variety of foods we get to eat during our office times, and we have meetings to attend inside. I'm sorry, there was a call. Yeah, so we have meetings to attend. We can discuss in front to front. Sometimes when it is work from home, we have to type and we have to wait for the reply. Maybe in work from office, you can go to that desk and you can just ask, can you please let me know what is the answer of the question or what I have to do or related to that. Or sometimes you have to ping for any meeting availability or something to the person, and if he or she is not replying, so you can just go and approach there. So work from office, we have many advantages in work from offices. Is you have some, if you have to guide someone, you can guide them. If you have to discuss any other, you have some KT sessions to be planned, so you can go front to front. You have meeting boards to write and explain everything. So it is helpful. So personally, I would like to go with work from office, and I miss my office to go and work with office. Yeah.
Nice. Yes, I second that. And who do you want to give the talk?
Okay, let me see. Bashir Mukkani.
Yeah, thank you. I was, I thought you will be calling me because I just want to host your comment. Because the first thing is I want to say that distributed teaming, the work from home is the best option. Because we have the team over, across the globe. So it is very hard for us to work for the office. So because it's what you said, she said is that because they're starting from a specific time, say like 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And even coming back to that office, late night we have to work for because some of our clients are in US or some other time zone. So it's very hard for us to work on office. So work from home is the best option. Another thing is that we have enough like people like IT people, we have less time to spend with the family. So work from home, I think, because for me, like morning we have 2 meetings, something like, then we may have scheduled work something. Then I can take in the evening time, again, according to the system. So the time is very flexible. Timing is very flexible. Only thing is we just need to complete our task. So at the weekend or something like, a sprint end time that we have to complete our. So that is another good, that the best thing I feel in the work from home. And the third thing is that, like, that once we are in office, we have some personal engagements. We have to get permission from the XY center. So now it is not like that. We just need to connect that mobile to our Teams, so we can go anywhere. So sometimes if we need to do something or some emergency calls comes, we can attend it. And there itself the VPN we connect and we can work from there and we can complete that. So there is a zero latency on the work. This is another. Then there are many points are there, but these 3 are the points which I can easily be get into.
Thanks, Bashir. It was nice. I do agree that work from home helps, but yeah, hybrid is the new way which we can get the best of both, right? So if somebody can teleport us to the office, I am all in for going to office, but the traffic is pushing me back. So I do agree with your thoughts. So who want to go next? I would call out Radhika. Would you want to try the next one? Very simple topic. Interesting thing. Are you there, Radhika?
Yes, thank you, Rajeswary. I'm here.
Okay, here you go. Would you rather be able to fly or read people's mind? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Rather be able to fly or read people's minds. Okay. Thank you, Rajeswary, for this opportunity. And I'm actually looking at these options and I was thinking, oh, I would love to have both. But then if you insist that I have to pick one, I would definitely go for reading people's mind. It will be a lot more entertaining and engaging than getting a bird's eye view, flying over places. Yes, if you look at the opportunity to fly and the views that we would get, we currently have that option through the drone views and when we are flying, from cities to city. So that is to an extent fulfilled in our lives. That craving for flying is somehow managed through other options now. But reading other people's mind, that is still elusive. That is still a very big mystery. A lot of enigma attached to that. You do not know what goes on in another person's mind, even if you know the person so closely for years. This is the most intriguing subject that anyone, people for ages has been trying to solve. When you look at the philosophers, when you look at the writers, all of them are trying to figure out what goes on in the mind of another person. So if we ever get an opportunity, have a skill to do that, that will be the most amazing as well as most dangerous skill that one can have. I don't know what the Pandora's box will open if that opportunity and skill is gained by any of us. It will be chaos, total mayhem, isn't it? When you start reading another person's mind, we will be totally lost. I cannot stop imagining the challenges or opportunities that comes with that skill. And I still wonder, but I would definitely love to have that skill and see what lies ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Radhika, for that inspiring thought. So tell me, who do you want to invite to give the counter thought?
I saw Jasna smiling. Over to you, Jasna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika. Nice to see you again. I had a strong feeling you will pull me into the equation, so I was getting myself ready. Actually, Rajeswary, excellent set of topics. I would say I would literally like to use the word of the day, hellacious list of topics that you have out there. Coming back to the specific topic, I would choose flying over reading anybody's mind. Always, it was like, as soon as I saw that topic in there, I was like, flying for sure. The first thing that crossed my mind was a movie that came out maybe like 5 or 6 years back, or maybe even before, where a guy could read ladies' minds, and every time he passed by a lady, he could exactly think of what she was thinking, and the atrocious thoughts that were going through everybody's head was like just outside. And he was like, finally, he was at a situation where he just didn't want to listen to anybody's thoughts anymore, And the day that I saw that movie, I was like thinking, no, I really don't want to know what people think, because you actually want people to think positive, but there are a lot of negative thoughts that span through people, which is just out in the equation. And then finally you think, why? But why? Why did I have this? Why did I get this ability to read thoughts? So no day would I go for it. I would always prefer flying. There is also another reason for it. I like flying. I like traveling. I like to be up in the air, whether it is sitting in an aircraft or visiting some place or jumping off a plane. Anytime I see that, even if I don't do it, when I see that I have that small adrenaline rush, that pumping through me, and I just want to be there with that person, especially when I see somebody jumping off that plane. Someday I will like to do that myself. For now, I've just on flights and maybe a little bit of bungee jumping and stuff. But someday I would like to take 2 steps higher over there and try to do as much flying as possible, visit as many places as possible, and explore that adventurous point in me, So for me, I would always prefer flying rather than reading people's mind, because I think the first one is really, really positive, and I always would like to stay in the positive situation. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Rajeswary.
That's a nice thought. Yes, if we read people's mind, then we are in trouble. We'll stop speaking to half the people, right? Yeah, I know. So who wants to go next? We have interesting topics lined up, but we have less time. So let me call out. Agnes, do you want to try? Very easy topic. Please come forward. Nobody's gonna judge you here.
Yeah, Rajeswary.
Okay.
Actually, I'm traveling right now, so there might be some issue with the internet connection.
It's okay. You give it a shot. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, here comes your topic. Are books better than movies? Over to you. Agnes.
Okay, as a complete reader or what, I am a very big fan of books. So I would say books are better than movies, far, far better than movies. So coming to that topic, I think I have read most of the books which have been to, taken up as a movie also. So after reading the books take you into a whole new other world. After seeing the movie, I think what I really think is this is not what I have imagined, or this is not what exactly I have thought of in my mind. So when I see the movie, some parts, like maybe the things that the protagonist or the antagonist is thinking, or the things which are explained very, very nicely inside the books, it's not exactly coming forward inside the movies. Maybe the director is trying to give it to us, but how much we are able to imagine in our minds, that much we are not able to see it inside the movies. So definitely for me, books are definitely better than movies.
Very good attempt, Agnes. Yes. So who do you want to invite to give the counter thought?
I don't know anyone.
Arati, do you want to give the counter thought?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Agnes, for bringing out that perspective. I am also an avid reader, so I would also have loved to say that the books are always better. But from experience, I would say I have now learned to enjoy the movie better once I've read the book. The movie, The Life of Pi, I read the book first, then I saw the movie. And when I saw Richard Parker, you know Richard Parker in Life of Pi, right? That beautiful tiger. When I saw Richard Parker, and when I went back and read the book again, I could imagine a lot more. That visual effect, that impact that the visuals created, the beautiful scenery, the beautiful cinematography, the tiger, the relationship, the emotions that the people had were so well contained in that 1.5 hours. Then I went back and reread the book. It gave me a different perception to understanding the book. So it was one hellacious of an experience, reading a book, going to the movie, coming back and reading the book. And I'm sure that I will toggle between them. I would again want to go and watch the movie because I have now learned a little bit more about by reading. And when I see the visuals, I so enjoy seeing them. I also become a part of the author because I know what is going to come up and I can visualize that and I can probably create it in a very imaginative way in my mind. So I love reading books, but I would definitely, being a visual person, I would definitely love to see the movie. There are so many examples of such books, all the Jane Austen novels. When you read it, there is a style, but when you see that in the actual Victorian English setting, there's so much of beauty in it because you know the character in and out. You just want to experience that beauty out there. And you feel like, okay, I know what is going to happen, but let me see how they place it. I really appreciate it when it comes as movies. But I like to do my groundwork, so I read the book beforehand. Thank you for the wonderful topic. Back to you.
Thank you, Arati. I thoroughly enjoyed your thought. So I also sometimes feel that some scenes in the books are not there in the film, and I also like try to think like, okay, what they are bringing up in the movie and how it is different from the book. Yes, I do agree with your thought. So I think in the interest of time, we take one more topic. So whoever haven't given a try, I would invite them to give it a try. It's a very simple topic coming up. So who want to go next? Prabin, you want to try?
Yeah, yes, Raj.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, here you go. Do you believe in luck? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. So this is really a good topic. Do you believe we are luck? Yeah, of course. Why not? We don't want to believe that luck actually. So if I am living in this world due to that some luck only. So what suddenly hit in my mind actually. So 2 years back I met an accident. That's so due to that luck or God's grace only, I'm living here and talking to you maybe. That's suddenly hit in my mind when I saw this topic. Are you believing in luck? So I strongly agree that I am believing that luck, this is the one of the reason I met in my life. So, and of course, everywhere we cross in throughout my life or our life, definitely we will cross everywhere that luck only. For example, if you are taking any lottery tickets, definitely it is purely based on the luck only, because randomly they are picking one name. Definitely it will come over that luck. That's the one point I want to mention here. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeswary. I'm concluding here. Thank you.
Thanks, Pravin. So who do you want to call upon to give the counter thought?
Yeah, I would like to call Toastmaster Prakash.
Over to you, Prakash.
So should I say there is no luck? I'm supposed to say that there is no luck, right? Yeah.
Yes, you don't believe in luck. That's what you have to say.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, actually, if you look at that, if you look at from a different perspective, whatever you are become, there are no lucks involved. If you, even if I take the very same topic of that Praveen brought in about lottery tickets. Well, I have been taking lottery for close to maybe 10, 15 years. Not even 1,000 or 500 rupees I have, won. But so definitely that means I am not in luck at all for the past 10, 15 years. That's an interesting thing to remember actually. But there are times if you look at that, whenever I make something consciously, I put some effort, I'll be able to achieve things. If you are attending an exam, if you think that luck will take you and get you the results that you want, it's just going to be a wish. It is not going to get you the results that you are expecting. So there is an effort involved, and that's what it is going to give you the results that you need. But it's definitely not the luck. That might happen. So what we are calling as luck is something that happens because of events that's correlated. So if there is an accident happens, someone is actually maybe doing something that is causing the accident most of the times. Some bad behavior from a driver, or maybe from other driver who is not driving properly, that is causing the accident. But we might not realize that it's a chain of events, right? So what does luck has to play with it? We can say it is luck, but definitely I don't think it's luck. Most of the times it's the events that is correlated, and the chain of events, that's what happening. Over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Prakash. Very good attempt. Yes, I also believe in luck, but I never get lucky, to contradict. Okay, so with this, I think almost time is up, and we have one more segment, which is the listener quiz, as I mentioned earlier. So we are concluding the Tabletopic Marathon, one of a hellacious round of debate we had. and I thoroughly enjoyed playing the host for you. So let me invite Toastmaster Dave to guide us on the details on the quiz which he is conducting. And before that, let me tell you, Dave is working in TCS as a business analyst for the past 7 years. And he's a passionate speaker, public speaker, and he is also interested in badminton. So over to you, Toastmaster Dave.
Thank you, Tabletopix Master. I thought my session is at last, so thanks for that. So welcome you all to the new session. It is a quiz session. So before I jump into the session, just give me overview why we want this session. Most of us, due to our poor listening skill, we would have got scolding at our home, at our office, for various reasons. Only our manager or relatives can tell us. So we in this current era, we are in a very short attention span, so we don't know what somebody spoke at the start of the meeting. To test you all that, I have this quiz session. So the rules are simple. I have set of close to 10 to 15 questions. I'll run through fastly. And I also mentioned who has spoken that. So about whose speech the questions are going to come. That particular person should not speak. The others can answer. So to start with, I request everyone to unmute. Either because I have to know who has called out the name first. So you can just unmute yourselves. Everyone can unmute. So how it is going to be, as soon as I ask a question, those who know the answer apart from the speaker can just say their name. So whoever name I use first can give the first opportunity.
Arati.
Okay, she's so fast. Okay, what is the meeting number?
60.
Okay, I think it's Arati as answered. Okay, let me go to the second question. Attended a session few weeks back about something. What is all about? In the President Prakash address.
Rajeswary.
Yeah, Rajeswary.
Agile.
Exactly. Thanks for the great listening. Moving on to the third question. What is this takeaway message from the session?
Kavita.
Yes, Kavita.
It is empiricism.
Definitely.
Learning from experience.
Super. That was again once again great. Let us move to the next. Okay, TT Master. Why she feels men are better cooks? So Rajesh, you cannot answer.
Just now.
Okay, just now.
It was by Ashwati.
No.
No. Why Rajeswary feels men are better cooks? She also answered to that when she spoke.
She did. Vinita. Remember, sorry, I'll give that off to somebody else.
Arati. Okay.
Yeah,
Agnes, you may go.
So that she can rest.
Exactly. So you have, I think you have heard this answer so patiently and carefully. Okay, moving on to the next question. How many Surya Namaskaram somebody can take and who was? Rajeswary, yes.
Yes, Sardi can take 108 Surya Namaskar in a day. And Kavita said 101, but it's 108 actually.
Oh, okay. Super. So we'll go to the next question. Why men are better cooks? Reason given by her Ashwati.
Vinita.
Yes, Vinita.
Because she said because they rarely try. So that's why then they do it very rarely. That's why it's good.
Yes. So there is a difference. Somebody else is taking up. So that's the right answer. We'll move to the next question. Jisha mentioned about a TV program. What was it? Anybody?
Anu?
Yes.
Oh my God. Is it Master Chef?
Yes, Master Chef Australia. Was great listening. So we'll move to the next question. What ignorance will give us? That was the concluding message. Yeah, Arati.
Bliss.
Yeah, maybe, but I want something that the conclusion. She mentioned this right at the end of her speech.
Happiness.
What ignorance?
Happiness. Pass.
Peace of mind.
Yes, who was it?
Rajeswary.
Okay, peace of mind. So we'll move to the next person. Next speech is Okay, what topic she spoke about?
Rajeswary.
Okay, so
Ignorance is bliss.
okay, but exactly ignorance is not a bliss. It was counter topic. Fine, I will give you a point. Okay, so we'll move to the next person. Next topic. Who are non-judgmental according to Anu?
Rajeswary.
Okay.
Friends.
Oh, you have listened patiently to all the speeches. Super. So we'll go to the next question. We can share about anything through a medium. What was it, Reena?
Kavita.
Yes, Kavita.
Facebook.
Oh, exactly. Social media, and it was Facebook. She mentioned about that. So we'll go to the next question. One medical problem highlighted by Thomas in his speech.
Acid reflux, Arati.
Wow. Once again, great listening. That was correct. So we'll go to the next question. What are the foods mentioned by Alex in his speech? 2 foods.
Rajeswary. Chicken paratha.
Seafood.
Chicken paratha.
Oh, chicken paratha is one part, and I don't know who mentioned seafood.
Anu.
So I'll give answer for both of you. And okay, so we'll go to the next question. I have just 2 more questions. 3 advantages of work from home mentioned by him. Who can tell the mentioned by Bashir?
Vinita, we can attend the family meetings. If there is an urgency, you can suddenly take and complete the work, and you get time to spend with your family.
Okay, the last one.
You can
If we have late night work, Amrita, if we have late night works.
Okay, that first
Flexibility.
No need to ask for permission if you to attend some meeting.
Okay, I'll just give to Vinita itself. She has rightly said it is go anywhere without any permission to any manager, without getting permission, spending a lot of time with the family. And the third one was a distributed workforce. I think that was the first point he mentioned, distributed workforce. Great advantage in terms of for the company. So, but I'll give the points to Vinita. She has rightly said most of the points. Let's move on to the next question. What is special feature of the hero in the movie she was mentioning?
Rajeswary.
Arati.
Okay, it's what Rajeswary is the name I heard first. So, okay, Rajeswary.
So he can listen to women's thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. So, Prakash movie name, I know you know that. So, answer has to be from Rajeswary.
Yeah.
Last question. I think most of her are very good listener already. So, movie name mentioned by Arati in a speech.
Life of Pi.
Yeah.
I think Rajeshwari name I heard first, and the answer is correct. So, I believe might be Rajeshwari is the winner of today's great listener. Thank you. Back to you, Rajeshwari.
Thanks so much, Dave. I am a very bad listener, and I am surprised that I got the first prize for listening. Something better is coming out of Toastmasters for me. So let us conclude. Thank you everyone for the active participation and appreciate your contribution in making this meeting a splendid one. I thoroughly enjoyed playing your host today. Over to you, President Prakash.
We have the evaluation, I guess. You have to call the general evaluator.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I got overwhelmed. Let me invite General Evaluator Kavita to give the evaluation report.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. So that was a fun-packed 1.5 hours. Now to the evaluation part, I'll first call upon the tag team to give their report. Toastmaster Prabin.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Kavita. So I will share my screen. Please let me know once it is visible. Yeah, here I have noted that who will take how much time for the table topic section. So it's almost covered the speech within 2 minutes to 2.30 seconds actually. So most of them cover within time. So Ashwati takes 1 minute and 30 seconds. Disha takes 1 minute 25 seconds, and Amruta takes 1 minute. Yeah, almost 1 minute. And yeah, most of them covered within a minute actually. So there is no delay in that table topic section. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Kavita.
Thank you, Prabin. Next to our counter, Arati, Toastmaster Arati.
Let me also share my screen. So I had fun listening down the filler words. The people who used the word of the day, Rajeswary, Kavita, Jasna, Vinita used it twice, Anu, Reena, and myself. I did not forgot to note myself. You would see your favorite words. Prakash forgot his line in between when he was speaking, but then he recovered fast. He just said, I forgot, and then he left it at it and moved on. He used and a little bit more, perhaps at the beginning when he was actually getting organized. Rajeswary, because you had the most screen time, your favorite words are I and us. And I noticed that you are concatenating all the sentences saying and. You can just break down the sentence. The timer will do that, and the accountant will do that, and you don't need to string them all together. You be mindful of that. Kavita, you had as and ands. Jasna has favorite word is and you are using a lot of pauses. You also use like once in a while. Ashwati, I did not note anything. Jisha, and is your favorite word, and is there. Vinita, I did not catch anything. Amrita, because she came twice, and are coming up. Maybe you can note that. Anu, as and us. Reena, I did not catch any. Thomas had 2 or 3 as and us. Alex, as and us, etc. You were pausing in between sentences, probably when you're thinking about what to talk about next. So is also being used. Bashir's favorite word seems to be so when he's trying to think about the next one and chain to the next thought. Radhika has absolutely no filler words. She uses pauses very well. She'll just, if she's waiting for a word, like she was waiting for the word dangerous, she just paused. She did not try to bring in a filler words, which I think all of us can emulate. And I noticed that she unnecessarily added a so in between. But other than that, it was very clean speaking. Well done. Agnes, I couldn't catch anything. Dave, I was so interested in your game that I forgot to note anything for you. I had fun doing this. All of you, please note that when you're talking next, whether you are using pauses and you are unconsciously filling it with R's and R's when you're trying to think about what to say next. And I have a lot of R's and N's. With that, back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arati. Next, let's have the grammarian report. Toastmaster Jasna.
Remembered the tank part suddenly, Kavita. Thank you very much. So word of the day, like I think already Arati mentioned it. Guess you missed out Reena. I don't remember if you mentioned Reena in the list of people that you
didn't catch anything in Reena's. I did not note.
Okay, word of the day usage was from Kavita, Vinita, Anu, Reena, myself, Arati, and Rajeswary. Now coming back to the actual feedback. Anu very well said, word of the day was used once. Reena very well said, and the usage push comes to shove was used during her speech. Thomas, I like the way you mentioned healthy body keeps the mind fit. The phrase was nice. Alex, counter well said. This was your first, right? I feel like it was done very well. Bashir, we have 2 meetings. Okay, so Bashir, I think what I noticed was that something like is what you have used twice or thrice during the 2 minutes that you were talking. So something like is like your favorite catch, I guess. So maybe that is something that you can work on. Radhika, Bird's Eye View, Enigma, Intriguing, Pandora's Box, Mayhem. As usual, a lot of nice words and phrases that are out in the equation for everybody to learn. Ashwati, when you were saying your speech, you were using the topic literally by adding some words in the beginning. So why we call men are great cooks because. So there maybe you can go for why we say men are great cooks because, you don't need to use a topic literally with the words to join and say that. And another thing, something like hotel management and all. So I think and all was used many times during your 2 minutes. Vinita, word of the day was used twice. And also good usages like happy heaven, words like atrocities, gnaw at. So they were good. Rabin, 2 years back, I met, it was with an accident. So the with was missing over there. Prakash, I saw that you were suddenly put on the spot. And what does luck has to play with? What does luck have to do with it? I think that was the right phrase over there. Dave, right before you started, you mentioned like why we want the session. It's more like why we need the session or why we really need the session is because. So I think there some small grammatical things were there. That's about it. That's my report. Sorry. Agnes, new entry today, use the word protagonist. So that was nice. Aarti, well said. And Jisha also well said. So yeah, that was it. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jasna. Now let me just present my report, my observations basically. So it was a fun-packed session. The topics were interesting and happy to see a packed audience also. Coming to the evaluations, I'll start with the table topics. Okay, Ashwati, you were very honest with your speech, and Jisha, you concluded very strongly. Vinita gave a lot of examples. Not only Vinita, Reena, Amrita, Anu, you guys gave a lot of experience-based examples, so that was very nice. There's just a couple of suggestions. In general, I have not noted down in particular. So if the speaker is looking at the camera, that looks and feels good for the audience. So please try to look at the camera in between. And some of the speakers, especially, let me just pick out a couple of names, Amrita, Jasna, Aarti, they were making good use of gestures, hand gestures. But the one thing I note, like you don't see my hands now. Do you see my hands? So when there's a background, the gestures are getting lost somewhere. So that just an observation over there. Just now, like your talk was like talking coming from an innocent child. There was that energy and playfulness. I enjoyed that. Aarti, the narrative was very engaging actually. Very slow paced, so I could I could understand everything what you were saying. So I think that is one thing we can take away. Speak slowly, look at the camera, give a lot of examples, and the speakers were pinned while they were speaking, so we can easily see who is speaking. So that was well done. I'm not sure who did that. Maybe TMOD did that, right? Okay. And the speakers, most of the speakers were adhering to the timeline, so that is good overall. And coming to Dev, that session was the most energy packed session actually, asking questions. I think there are two good listeners today. One is Dev, and the next one is Rajeswary. So kudos to you guys, and then kudos to the newcomers, Ashwati, Jisha, Amrita, Alex, and Bashir. So the first step is there. So you started off with a bang. So congrats to you guys also. And anything else? Did I miss anything? Okay, so that is the general evaluators report. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajeswary.
Thanks, Toastmaster Kavita. for that fabulous team GE. And it was indeed a hellacious table topic marathon, isn't it? Followed by the listening quiz, which was very interesting, and we had active participation there too. Thanks everyone for the active participation once again. And I was so overwhelmed that I forgot to call in the general evaluator. My apologies. Appreciate your contribution in making this meeting a splendid one, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing your host today. Over to you, President Prakash.
Thank you, Rajeswary. Thank you, everyone. First of all, apologies. We have overshot the meeting, I guess, but we never expected that we would be having this much crowd. But yeah, so yeah. Let me. Yes. Okay, so it's really an interesting meeting. Thanks, Rajeswary, for conducting such a wonderful meeting with the same topic with the different opinions. It was well done. And I would like to, before closing, I would like to get feedback from guests and the newcomers. Can you please unmute and speak about maybe 30 seconds? What do you think about the meeting? So, Agnes.
Yeah, this was a good experience for me, joining here and meeting everyone and hearing others speak so well. And later point of time, how or what are the mistakes that we have done, getting to know all those things was very good.
Yeah, thank you. I think you came with the reference from Rajeswary, right?
Yes.
Okay, we can speak to her if if you would like to continue attending the meeting, or if you would like to join the club.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Thomas.
So I would suggest it was very structured, organized, and like a lot of enthusiasm were put into the speeches and organizers. It was very well, like courageous. So then I would say I really enjoyed these kind of even though I was first timer also, but I never felt like one. So I would really like be coming back for this.
Yeah, you are always welcome. You can, of course, you got the details from Ashik.
Yeah, I just got the details from Ashik.
Okay, yeah. So you can talk.
He told me to attend this one. It's like a nice source.
Okay. So you can stay back and we can have a discussion. We can talk if you would like to join.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do we have any other guest? No. Okay. So we have. Yeah.
Agnes Prakash. I think Agnes wanted to speak. She's new, right?
Yeah, Agnes.
She gave the feedback.
But she has left, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have 3 new members also joined, but I think we will have a detailed induction session in our next week meeting. So I am not taking feedback right now. So we will have that. But one thing that I wanted to say is, the newcomers as well as the guests spoke really well, and it's really interesting to see you all speak in fluent and with a clarity on the thought. So with that, I would also like to reiterate the point that I mentioned initially. All about experience, the small experiences that we have a meeting every Saturday, and that basically covers a wide variety of things, from maybe a small debate like what you have seen and participated this time, as well as maybe improving your listening skills, or maybe your prepared speeches. There is a structure in Toastmasters, meetings. So you will get all these experiences, and it will reflect in all the other areas of your life, your personal life, or your official work. You will get to use these skills that you develop here. The experience that you gain from here will be useful across all the domains of your life. With that thought, I would like all of you to take a moment to vote. I have already shared the link. Maybe you have already done. I'll just quickly see. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got few responses. So, are there anyone? Just I'm just in the okay. Yeah, I'm seeing some responses. Yeah. So the best role player is Quizmaster Dev, and thanks Dev for conducting such a wonderful session. And the best tabletop speaker is Aradi. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So with that, let me conclude the meeting. So the meeting is officially concluded. You can stay back and you can, if there are any questions, we can answer that questions. Thank you.